Although it's a taboo in conservative Thailand, it's a way of life for tens of thousands of poor families. Om is trying to stay close to her son, even though she's far away. Their daily call is a ritual for them both. Om tells him to keep being a good boy. Soon, Mama will be home again.
บ๊ายบายก่อนบ๊ายบายเดี๋ยวแม่โทรหาใหม่อีกแล้ว
Tim's father still lives in Germany. Om tells us he continues to ignore her calls. He has yet to pay a single cent of child support.
อ๋อดูเอกสารที่มาจากเยอรมันนะคะแต่ก็คือไม่รู้ว่ามัน
I have some documents on my pregnancy from Germany.
ภาษาเยอรมันตอนนั้นเหรอคะเขาก็
But I didn't know what was in them because it's all in German. He had all the official papers, but he didn't pass them on to me. He only gave me copies.
เดี๋ยวยังไงก็ต้องกลับมาเขาไม่ให้ตัวจริงมาแต่เขาก็ไม่ได้ว่า
He said I didn't need the originals. Back then, the baby had yet to be born, and I didn't know what German law was like or what I would have needed to do.
ไม่รู้ว่าต้องทำยังไง
Meanwhile, Om has taken the documents to a German Thai law practice. They told her that Tim's father in Germany recognized his paternity in writing before he disappeared. Now, with the lawyer's help, Om is trying to find the father's new address in order to enforce child support payment. Above all, so her son Tim can go to a better school. A few kilometres away on the outskirts of the city is the somewhat more distinguished Pattaya Beach. Here we meet Stefan from Hessen. He calls himself a YouTuber. He regularly posts videos online in which he tells his German followers about his life routine and exploits in Thailand.
This is Stefan and Thai women, or In Love in Thailand. I made this 3-part series and thought I was done with the matter. But you kept asking what happened next. And wanted to hear more stories about the broads. Of course, that's hopefully a story that will end at some point. But for now, the story continues. And today I'll tell you what's happened in the last 2 or 3 months. So listen up. In the meanwhile, Zuzi's announced her arrival from the far north. I had a date with Mausi on Thursday evening. Then I went to Clementine, who's here in Pattaya too. She's a good girl and runs a laundromat. You just can't get rid of the women. The moral of the story is, keep your nose clean, and this won't happen to you.
On your YouTube channel, you say at one point, "Don't accuse me of sex tourism. Completely different moral criteria apply here." Is that true?
Yes. Here, different moral criteria apply. That's absolutely right. I'm not a sex tourist, and I never was a sex tourist. But Pattaya lives from sex tourism. It's a give and take. The men come because they want quick, cheap sex, and it is quick and cheap. The women come because they want to earn lots of money fast.
But your "I'm not a sex tourist" spiel isn't very convincing. You're still paying women according to set rules.
So there's a category called short time. That means you have the woman for a short period of time for a set amount. Then there's long time, where you pay the woman a higher sum for a day or 2 days or 3 days. And then there are partnerships that people look for. And if you have a look at Tinder,
But nevertheless, a financial factor or payment is always involved, no matter if it's long time, short time, or a partnership. Money exchanges hands.
this is Thailand, and the slogan is, no dough, no go. They don't know the standard of living we have. Here, children are responsible for financing their parents' old age. So the children have to transfer money to their parents so they can eat and drink. And that's why there are so many women working here in Pattaya.
But that means the German men here are profiting from poverty. Look at what you've described. They're women from poor families who don't have any other opportunities.
That's
the main point. That's why there are so many men here. If it weren't for sex tourism, then many families here would be condemned to poverty. So one hand washes the other. It's a give and take. Asian women are still aware of their role as women. The first thing a Thai woman does when she comes to my room is clean up and do the dishes. She takes care of a man. And the caretaking that men bring to women is paid in cold, hard cash.
So it's a business relationship with traditional gender roles.
I don't really want to discuss this any further because I know where you're going with it. But it's not like that. You're still firmly set in your traditional Western way of thinking. When you're here, you've got to change that. We're in Asia. We're in Thailand. This whole place works differently.
Think the Asian way, think the Thai way.
In the evening, Stefan sets to producing his next video clip. He's got some 5,000 followers on YouTube, but there's competition on the horizon that's hot news. She calls herself the Queen of Pattaya. She's a sex worker who gives tips about what she says are the best spots in town, and she promotes her colleagues along the way. Today she's at a foam party. Her clips can garner up to 1 million clicks. We ask if she's here to promote the place or to promote the girls.
This place or to promote the girl, or what is the idea?
I want as many people as possible to come to Thailand and to get to know my favorite places and my friends. And I want them to see what a beautiful smile Thai women have.
Welcome to Thailand.
And this is what it looks like online. Here, the self-proclaimed Queen of Pattaya is promoting the hotel of her choice. It's a place where sex workers come along with the room.
Wow, beautiful girl, can you show me your dress?
Again, prostitution is officially illegal in Thailand. Yet we're surprised at how often it's promoted on YouTube, despite the fact.
I take care number 102. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We decided to take a closer look and find this exact hotel not only on major booking platforms, but also with Germany's largest tour operator. TUI markets Selina Place on its homepage. The hotel did not reply to our request for information. Is the German travel industry earning money from sex tourism in Pattaya? And if it is, why are red light hotels being marketed? We've asked TUI and are waiting for a reply. Pattaya's slums are located right next door to the red light districts. Today, the child protection staff of Human Help Network is back on the streets. Children from impoverished neighbourhoods are the most defenceless and easiest prey for paedophile predators. The children play games that teach them how they can protect themselves from attacks in the red light district. They also learn which body parts should not be touched at all by strangers. The organisation stresses that there's a big difference between adult prostitution and child abuse, but there are links. We ask if they believe Western travel companies are partly to blame.
Yes, definitely, because, for majority of the tourists, they are given certain instructions that you have to go get the visa like this. But one thing that has never been in the picture of the tourists is that There are certain moral and traditional issues that you have to respect. Even though Thailand is very well known for sex tourism, but it doesn't mean that you can behave wherever, whatever you like, wherever you like, or to whomever you like. When you act, when you have interaction with local people, they're not prostitutes. We have to educate the children that that is not acceptable here in the normal and functional society here.
We've been invited to a police press conference in Pattaya. Thailand's Deputy Chief of Police has travelled from Bangkok to report on the latest progress in the fight against illegal sex studios and child prostitution. He tells us that large parts of the illegal sex industry in Pattaya are in the hands of the Chinese mafia. We used the opportunity to learn more about the man from Frankfurt in custody.
You recently announced that the Cobra Bar in Pattaya was closed because underage prostitutes worked there. You said that a German customer was arrested. Could you tell us what's happened to the suspect?
Yes, I'd be pleased to. Witnesses we questioned said he had sex with at least one underage prostitute. He's been charged with child abuse. The British owner of the bar is being investigated for human trafficking. The German is being held in Pattaya. We're waiting for the trial to start.
The Deputy Police Chief's message was clear. There will be no leniency for paedophile sex tourists. The laws will be applied to their full extent. But what he didn't know at the time was that the German suspect would successfully escape from Thailand just 7 days later under scandalous circumstances. We managed to get in touch with the man after he fled to Germany. It came as a surprise that he agreed to give us an interview in Frankfurt.